Okay, we've got to talk about the Khara-Hora shaft. This case is crazy, guys. It's got it all. It's got ancient, giant underground ruins, a connection to Atlantis, mysterious deaths, and Nazis. That's right, Nazis. So let's talk about this crazy case. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I'll talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, this video was sent to me by Nico and now a couple of others talking about this crazy giant ruin that was found north of the Caucasus Mountains just north of where I'm going to be in the country of Georgia in a couple of months. I'm going to be close to this site on the other side of the mountains. Okay, check this out, guys. Okay, so these explorers found this giant underground structure that seems to be man-made. It is very large. Here's a schematic of what the whole thing looks like. It goes down through this narrow shaft into this large chamber. You'll see just how rectangular and all the right angles and how man-made it seems to be. It is wild, guys. It is one of the most interesting sites that I've never heard of. The principal explorer was Arthur Jumukov, who was following ancient tales related to underground cities and also following what the Nazis were up to back in the day, because they were trying to find the site. And they found it. The video goes on to compare the ruins of the Khara-Hora shaft with the Great Pyramid, and you can definitely see a similarity. Based on what the explorers were finding, it doesn't appear to have been, really usable or functional for man-made, everyday use. There's no stairs, there's no ramps. It doesn't look like it's a place meant for people to go. But it does appear to have some sort of function, as if possibly is connected to something deeper underground. There's various shafts that are going off from it, apparently, that are very, very small, that they couldn't explore. This is how big it is and how deep it is. You're comparing it to that rocket. It's quite deep. And that's comparing it from the rocket, just that one large chamber. The tube that goes down to it obviously adds another distance. Just a crazy underground structure of some sort. The explorers were saying there was a lot of air currents coming up from the shaft. They were going down the tube into the larger chamber, and there was a lot of wind coming up. As if it served as some sort of ventilation chamber or duct for some larger underground structure that has yet to be explored. It's just this wildest ruin that I've never heard of. I can't find any more information about this, but the Nazis did. The Nazis found it, apparently. We don't know what stories they were following that led them there, what specific stories, but they left their mark, the swastika, when they found this site. They were on the hunt for underground Atlantean dwellings, because Hitler was obsessed with Atlantis. He thought of it as this, utopia of the Aryan ideal or whatever. Of course, if he had talked to Bashar, he might have been very disappointed. Bashar/Daryl Inca says that the people of Atlantis were brown-skinned. Who knows? Others have different theories. Many think that the myth of the civilization bringer, for example, Quetzalcoatl, is referencing Atlanteans coming to bring civilization to people around the world, and Quetzalcoatl and other examples of the civilization bringer archetype are typically depicted as bearded individuals, white or Asian. That's a depiction of Quetzalcoatl. Here's one of the other ones from Mesopotamia, who are more fish-like. Interestingly, because they come from over the sea, as does Quetzalcoatl, but yeah, they've got beards. So, who knows what the Atlanteans look like, or even if the myth of the civilization bringer is based on the Atlanteans. But yeah, either way, probably not the Aryan ideal that Hitler was hoping for. But he was hoping for it, and he did send out people looking for signs of this ancient lost civilization. He believed there were underground cities that would, prove Atlantis and give some sort of validity to his crazy notions, right? But here's the interesting thing. There was already a swastika there. That's right. The ancients who built this structure put in a swastika. It's kind of hard to see now. It's all faded, but you can see one arm going that way, kind of, and another arm going that way. What appears to be a swastika. Now, I hate to even talk about the swastika. Obviously, it's a symbol loaded with hate in our modern times. It is a very loaded symbol in a negative sense, but it wasn't always. The swastika has been used around the world by various cultures going back thousands of years, at least 10,000 years, maybe 15,000 years. Here's an example of a Hindu temple using it. Here's a modern example of modern Hindus still using this symbol. Another Hindu example of it. Here's a Buddhist representation of the symbol. Here's a Chinese character with swastikas as part of the symbol. Here's ancient artwork from the Qing dynasty, again with the swastika. Here's an ancient medieval depiction of it from Chechnya. Here's one from Latvia. The ancient Greeks used it too, as did the Spanish. Here's one from Israel. Here's one in Ethiopia. Here are some depictions of it from Iran, 1000 BC, Pakistan, 2000 BC, Samara, 4000 BC. But here's where it gets even weirder, because the swastika was used around the world. And in general, it meant the same thing around the world, a good luck symbol, peace be upon you, that sort of thing. But it was also used by the Native Americans of America. Yeah, check it out, guys. Yeah, the good luck swastika, the lucky cross, has been found in the Indian ruins of the United States, in the burial ruins of the East, in the Navajo blankets, and the baskets of the Pima and the Apache Indians. It is the oldest cross in the world, and it is an emblem of good luck. The Navajos interpreted it to mean the four winds. There's a representation of the four winds, the whirling log, but yeah, it was used by the Native Americans. So, if you do enough research into Atlantis, you will find that Atlantis is associated with various symbols. They liked various symbols. One of them was the swastika. And so could this global representation of this symbol, this global use of this symbol be an actual evidence of, the fingerprints of some ancient lost civilization that used this symbol and that may have brought civilization bringers to various parts of the world to, share what they knew, and as part of that, sharing some of their culture, for example, this symbol. And again, it had nothing to do with hate. It was all about, peace and good luck and good fortune. So does that mean that the Khara-Hora shaft could have been built by the Atlanteans? Well, we don't know. Again, cultures around the world were using this symbol going back to ancient times, 10, 15,000 years ago. We don't know how old this thing was. We don't know anything about it or who built it or why. But yeah, I guess it's theoretically possible that, it could have been built by some remnant of Atlantis or something like that for some unknown purpose. Who knows? We don't know anything about this shaft. The information on this structure is like non-existent. But look at this thing. This thing was incredible. Clearly made by man. Look at all the right angles and everything. But again, no stairways, nothing to make it usable by humans. There's tunnels that are too small to even go into, that are leading off of this thing, that can't even be explored. It's just such a weird structure. And it gets even weirder because Arthur was tragically struck and killed by a car. 3 other members of his exploratory team also died mysteriously. Well, one died of cancer. We don't know how the other two died, but all four of them seem to have died close together, at least according to this video. We don't have any other information other than this video, which is very frustrating. I've been looking for more information about this. But yeah, four members of the exploratory team died, according to this video, within a short amount of time. Very mysterious. We also don't know what, if anything, the Nazis found when they were there. Clearly it didn't help them, whatever it was. But there you go, guys. An ancient mysterious ruin that we know almost next to nothing about except what's in this video. Mysterious deaths, Nazis, in a connection to Atlantis. Now, I've been looking for more information about the Khara-Hora shaft. If you see it, please let me know, because I'm dying to learn more about this structure. Could it really have been functional in the way that many people think the Great Pyramid was? Did it do something? But yeah, here's where the structure is located, right in this area, north of the Caucasus Mountains in the Kabardino-Balkarian Republic, which is just north of Georgia, which is where I'm going to be in September for 3 or 4 weeks. Details on that forthcoming. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be asking around about the Khara-Hora shaft while I'm there. I'll also try to do some digging into the elongated skull people that Brian Forster believes originated from this area. Specifically, he believes it came from more of over here. They came from more over there, but very close to Georgia and where I'm going to be. It could be some answers to some mysteries over there. Who knows, guys? Maybe I'll find something. I'll let you know. But what was up with this crazy structure? What did they build it for? Did the explorers that all died around the same time, if that actually happened, were they bumped off? Were they killed, assassinated to prevent information about the structure from getting out? That's the pyramid. So yeah, but just an amazing structure. Very deep. We still don't know how deep it is. If it connects to even deeper chambers, could it be the ventilation shaft for some giant underground city? I mean, we just don't know. Nobody else is exploring this site. Nobody is talking about it. Clearly this deserves more attention, and if you see it again before I do, let me know, because this is now my new focus of fascination. I think this is amazing, but there's nothing else about it. So frustrating. Anyway, let me know your theories about it all in the comments below, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Oh, and I will link to the full video below, and you can watch it at your leisure. He does a much better job of explaining this site than I do, and I totally recommend that you watch the video. Anyway, like and subscribe, comment below, support the channel, merch store, become a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.